for the sadness that cripples you. It comes in waves and out of the blue. But there are days you feel freedom too. Bask in the glorious lightning. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Falling might push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight. Darkness can't hold you here. Falling might push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Radiate, radiate, radiate. Gravitate, gravitate, gravitate. Innovate, innovate, innovate. Move like the sunlight. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up. things that you wouldn't believe. I was lost until I found that I'm invincible. Nobody gon' bring me down. Here we go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week one of the GSRA Racing League. We are here for week one of the UMP Modifieds. Can't thank Jackson enough for bringing me out here, and also Elena as well. Great people to work out with, and definitely excited to here tonight. But right now, everyone is currently done with the track. We got about a minute left of practice here. Let's give you a head count of how many cars we got here tonight. As of right now, we're sitting with over 30 cars here tonight, so we're looking at possibly 4 heat races here tonight as well, and consolations. So top 20, I already know, automatically go into the A main. The rest will have to go through the consi. Let's see what the rules are for heat races. So they have top 4 going out. Then your C main and B main, of course, it's all to be determined on how it goes. But as of right now, everyone is currently getting ready for qualifying. We got about a minute left. Minute left here before we advance into qualifying. But right now, I can tell you who is on the top of the charts. Give it to the man, Bigford, in the the 07 machine. He's sitting currently P1 in time-wise. Chris Thibodeau, another familiar face, also out here tonight. But I believe we just has advanced into qualifying. So here we goes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into our qualifying. It's going to be 3 laps of qualifying. I should have always looked at that before doing anything else. So we'll try to hop on somebody real quick. Try to find someone. They got about 3 minutes. We'll hop on Jeff Stevens here. And Jeff and the 92 machine. Jeff's going to take green flag this time by in the 92 machine. Nice looking wrap for Jeff here. Another driver who is familiar with on Tuesdays and Thursday for racing. Right now, everyone is getting their laps in. A lot of drivers, like I said, on the chart right now. But first lap in for Jeff's going to be a 15,900 flat. That's going to put him first overall right now. Tobin right behind him. As I say that, Devin Cardwell jumps up to the top, a 15,578. He's up to first now. Jackson Johnstone jumps up to P2 now, 15,640. Bickford sitting P3. Johnstone in the 21 machine falls back to P3. Tobin gets around him once more. Last lap here for Jackson slower. Tobin right there, 15,616 on his last lap. Is it faster? No, it's going to be a little bit slower, 15,664. Same thing for Devin. Devin a little bit slower on his last lap as well. See, coming out of turn number 3 and 4 this time by now. Jeffrey Watt jumps up to the top of the charts of 15,526 right now. At 15,526, and Devin takes it right back with the 15,465 on his last lap. Jeffrey trying to hug the bottom right now, but he's not going to go any faster right now. His fast lap is a 15,526 sitting second quick. Tyler Jackson up to P3 right now, a 15,546, his fastest lap so far. Second lap this time by for Tyler Jackson as he blinks in and out. Not too sure what lap time. It's showing a 0 point. There it is, a 15.8, so slower. Still blinking in and out. Spud in the 5th quick so far in the 70. He's also going in and out. Tyler Jackson, a little bit slower on his last lap, still going to sit third quick. Spud going back out in the 7 machine. Right now his first lap, or 2 laps with 15.625. He's going to get one more lap in here before qualifying ends. We got about 20 seconds. 20 seconds real quick, so we'll keep an eye on that, on him. But let's take a look at your results real quick as he's still doing some laps and he does not improve on his last lap here. But right now we got Devin on top, Jeffrey second, Tyler Jackson in third, Tobin in fourth, and Spud in that 5th position. And that's going to round out your qualifying here tonight out of 30 cars. Heat race action about to get underway here tonight at Charlotte. Here is heat race number 1 lineup. Starting inside number 1 would be Devin Cardwell, and outside of him would be Tyler Bickford. Inside row number 2 would be Walker and Brandon Jones on the outside of him. Inside row number 3 would be Holden Anderson and Ryan Walker. And tag at the end of the row starting 7th here tonight. Inside row number 4 would be Donnie Thibodeau. 7-car heat race. Should be a pretty good heat race. 9 laps. Nothing to worry about here from these guys. Your fast overall, Devin sitting right now P1. Tyler Bickford, he did pretty good in qualifying, sitting P2. Wyatt as well. Take a look at Brandon Jones rep in the 15. Holden Anderson right here in I believe the 13 machine. Ryan Walker and Mr. Donnie Thibodeau. But here we go, guys. All starts are on the leader, I do believe. We'll find out as we get ready to go. Next time by, we're going green this time. Devin Cardwell leading this field right now for 8 laps. We'll see what he can do. Can he hold off his position? We're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go for heat race number 1, and we are racing here at Charlotte.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Green flag waving this time by for your first place leader, Devin. Tyler Bickford still sitting P2. He's running in the middle of the track. Wyatt working to the inside of Tyler. He's not going to get him. Side-by-side action going on for P3 now between Brandon Jones and Wyatt. Tyler Bickford's going to the top. Devin down low, still side-by-side. Bickford looking for a lead towards the middle here in 3 and 4. Devin and Tyler switching back and forth on P1 right now, but Devin holding it so far. 6 laps to go for heat race number 1 already. Good battle right now, still heating up for P3. Wyatt and Brandon Jones going at it. Brandon Jones in the 15 to the inside of Wyatt. Right now, give Wyatt P3. Tyler Bickford falling off a little bit on your leader, Devin. Devin in the 70 car sticking to the very bottom right now. The track's still in perfect condition. Pretty tacked up, but good battle for third, still heating up. Brandon Jones and Wyatt still side by side. Brandon trying everything in the 15 machine to get around Wyatt here in 85. Wyatt still holding off that P3 pretty good, and your leader gets in the wall. Devin falls back to P3, P2, and now he's going to stay right there. Now that's going to let Wyatt go around him, take P2, and Bickford takes the lead with 2 laps to go this time by. Devin's trying to work the middle of the racetrack. Now he's going to fall back to P4. Side-by-side action between P3 with Brandon Jones. Jones still working the inside of the 70 machine. Bickford looking at the white flag this time by. We'll stay on board right now for P3 as he gets it in the wall again. That's got to let Brandon Jones get around. Is there any chance that Ryan Walker will get up there? No, he's not. But coming out of here in turns 1 and 2, give heat race number 1 to Tyler Bickford in the 07 machine. Heat race number 1 results look like this, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Bickford coming in P1, Wyatt second, Brandon third, and Devin in that 4th position. Those top 4 automatically advance to the A main. The rest will have to go through a consolation later tonight. Heat race number 2 lines up like this. Inside row number 1 will be Jeffrey Watt, and outside of him would be Jackson Johnstone. Inside row number 2 would be Derek Jester, and Clint on the outside of him. Inside row number 3 be Jensen Prey. Sorry if I say your name's wrong. I got to get used to them and all that still. So if I say your name, you know, private DM me and I'll try to get it right for you guys. And outside of him will be Raymond Bell. And tagging it inside of row number 4 will be Damien. Starting 7th here tonight. Another 7th car field for heat race number 2. Another good field of cars here tonight, guys. Like I said, it's going to be possibly another long one. It might put on a good show. We'll see. Not too sure how many heat races we got. It looks like to me 6 heat races. No, 5 heat races. Okay. Sorry, 5 heat races here tonight. So that's what we're looking at so far for heat race number 2. But we're going down the backstretch this time by Jeffrey maintaining a good speed. Jackson in P2, Derek in the 56, and Clayton in the 79. Let's see what happens here as we get ready to go green here at a turn number 4.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waving for heat race number 2. Jeffrey with the great jump. Jackson in P2 right now. Derek's going to fall back just a little bit in the 56. He's going to set his eyes on Jackson now. Right now, Clint holding off Jensen for that final transfer spot into tonight's aim. Get to the inside of him. Not going to get it so far. 3 wide for 3rd right now. The 79 to Clint making some moves. Here comes Derek as well on the outside of Jackson. Jackson's going to try to hold the bottom. He's getting closer to your leader. Give Derek P2 at the line so far. Derek Jeter is on the move here tonight. He's looking to get around Jeffrey now. Jeffrey sees Jackson and Derek right behind him. Derek had to check up just a little bit. Hold it towards the middle. Jackson not giving up. Jackson to the inside of Derek. Still side-by-side action for P2. Still pretty good racing. Jackson's taking an inside look on Jeffrey now. He's not going to get it clear. Contact for 2nd. Derek in the wall now. Jackson takes P2 still. Jackson's going to set his eyes on Jeffrey if he can. Clint's going to set his eyes on for 3rd place. Now Derek's trying to catch right back up. You got to remember, guys, everyone is running the same setup, so everyone's going to be set up here. So everyone's going to be dead even as well. But Jackson setting his eyes on for Jeffrey still. Jeffrey still up front leading this race. Jackson trying everything, holding the middle line to the top. He's going to push up big, heavily out of turn number 4. Double sticks waving this time by for Jeffrey right now in the 66 machine. 2 laps to go for Jeffrey right now. Clint still holding off your 4th and final transfer spot as the 57 of Jensen's getting a little bit closer to him. He's running the very top, white flag waving this time by for Jeffrey. Stay on the battle for the final transfer spot. Can Jensen somehow close in on the 79 here on the last lap? He's going to stick to the middle, to the top. Maybe get side-by-side action. He's going to send it side-by-side coming out of turn number 4. Nope. Clint will take P4 for heat race number 2. It'll be Jeffrey, Jackson, Derek, and Clint, your top 4. The rest will go through the consolations here tonight. Heat race number 3 looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. Inside of row number 1 would be Tyler Jackson. Outside of him would be Jordan. Inside of row number 2 would be Stephen Rayfield and Jeff Stevens on the outside of him. Inside row number 3 would be Nathan and Jason on the outside of him. And inside row number 4 would be Carson. I think it was Carson. Carson Hall, I believe is his name. I'm not going to try to, pronounce your name wrong. If I do, like I said, my bad. Not trying to do that. to a lot of people. I had somebody actually message me one time about that, and you know, I apologize, as I always do in the beginning of this. And that was a little bit freaky-ish going on, but nice looking wraps there from Jordan on the outside and Tyler Jackson on the inside there. Not too sure. Rayfield running at 18 machine. I'm not used to seeing him run at 18. It's pretty cool to see that though. But here we go, guys. Down the backstretch this time by in a 3 and 4. Tyler Jackson looking to take us green flag racing here for race number 3. We are racing.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Tyler Jackson off to a great start. Same thing for Stephen Rayfield. Rayfield's going to jump up to P2 after starting P3. Jordan falls back to P3. Jeff holding off that final transfer spot right now. Stephen Rayfield in the 18 is going to set his eyes on the leader. Contact between Jeff and Jason. Jason was to the inside of Jeff. Maybe some contact. Made no damage, it looks like. Stephen Rayfield holding off P1. Tyler blinking right now in the 8 machine. Not too sure what's going on with that. Rayfield trying to give him plenty of room. Tyler's going to go straight down low. Rayfield to the top of the racetrack. He's going to get a nice run down the backstretch this time by 5 laps to go. Tyler still holding him off, blinking in and out. Rayfield trying everything to catch up to him. Jordan all over the back end of him as well. Good battle for P4 between Jeff and Jason. Rayfield switching up in line a little bit, throwing the slider line now. Stay on board with P4. Jeff trying to hold off Jason. Jason inside of him, side-by-side action going on. Was 4 laps ago. Jeff trying everything in the 92 machine to hold off that final transfer spot to lock himself into a main here tonight. Contact with the wall a little bit. That might have slowed him down. Here comes Jason back to the inside on the inside of him. Not going to get it. Side by side down the backstretch. Jason looking for P4. He's going to come up. He's going to push. Not get him. He's going to give plenty of room though. Jeff gets in the wall. 2 laps to go. Jason right there again. It almost hit the tire. Not too sure what I am watching towards the back right now, but Jason had so many opportunities to get around him. This little bit of air is going up right now, but white flag waving for Tyler Jackson. Jackson up front leading this race. Rayfield holding off P2 right now, but coming into 1 and 2 give Tyler Jackson heat race number 3. What a race that was. Good race for Tyler Jackson for coming in P1. Take a look at the results. Tyler Jackson won. Stephen Rayfield 2nd. Jordan 3rd. And Jeff in that 4th and final position. The rest through to consolation like always. Heat race number 4 looks like this, guys. Inside of row number 1 will be Tobin. On outside of him will be Chase. Inside row number 2 will be Aaron Carwell and James Dawn outside of him. Inside row number 3 will be Zach and Chris Edwards on the outside, and tagging it inside of row number 4 be Fraser Wilshaw. So no Fraser, so 7th place is a scratch. Chase Coupland, a guy to also keep an eye on here as well. Same thing for James Duh. James Duh is a guy you don't want to slack with. He's pretty good when it comes to these as a lot as well. Chris Edwards, we all know how he does in other leagues as well. Another guy to keep an eye out in this one as well as he comes from the back, possibly up to top 4. We'll see what happens here. But this is heat race number 4 out of 5. So I'm not too sure. You got 5 heat races taking 20 people, I believe. I'm not too sure how that's going to work for them out, but we'll find out. But here we go, back into green flag action here for heat race number 4. Tobin up front leading this race right now. Chase is going to get a Chase is going to get a run down the back stretch, a little bit checked up. Now he's going to carry his momentum. Aaron taking P3, Zach in P4 right now. James trying to get around Eric Zach here for that final transfer spot. Hopefully lock himself into a nice spot into tonight's A main. Right now, Tubin in the 16 machine rolling, looking pretty good on the top of the racetrack. Chase following him on top as well. Right now, stay on a battle for the transfer spot. Zach and James about to go at it. James to the inside of the O2 machine. Crossover move from Zach. James right there as well. James L over him. He's going to take a peek to the inside, down the back stretch, coming to 4 laps to go this time by. Chase gets into the wall. That's going to let Aaron now. Here comes your rest of the cars. Zach closing in on second and third as well. Here comes James on the outside. He's going to carry his momentum. Slider here in the 3 and 4. James looking for P4. Is he going to get it out of turn number 4 down the line? Yes, he is. He's going to take it at the line so far. Zach right back underneath of him, though. He's taking it 3 wide for P2, though. He's going to come up the track. James right back underneath of him. James throwing another slider here in a 3 and 4 and getting even closer to second and third. Chase and Aaron going at it pretty hard, letting the 2 cars behind him gain a lot of spots on him, and James is going to stay on the top to carry his momentum. That's going to let Zach fall back to 5th place now with white flag waving this time by for Tobin. Tobin up front by almost 2 seconds here in this whole race, but we're going to keep our eyes on for P4 as the battle is pretty going on right now between Zach and James. James is going to force it down low, side-by-side action, cut off a little bit from Aaron. But James will hold off P4 for heat race number 4. Tobin wins heat race number 4. Chase second, Aaron third, and James in the 4th, and in that 4th position moving into tonight's A main. Heat race number 5 looks like this. Inside of row number 1 will be Spud, and outside of him will be Kenneth Lodge. On the inside of row number 2 be Kevin Ritchie and Jackie Smith. On outside of him, inside of row number 3 be Chris Twido and John Walker. And tagging it inside of row number 7 would be Stephen Metcalf. That's going to round up heat race number 5. Last heat race of the night here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep our eyes on try to keep our eyes on these guys real quick. Trying to also get my thing set up a little bit. I'm trying to test some new stuff around here to help me out and also the broadcast a little bit. But right now we're going to stay on board with Spud here in the 7 machine. He pretty much looked pretty good in qualifying, went 5th quick overall. Congrats to him. Kenneth Lodge on the outside of him. Kevin Ritchie on the inside. A lot of people blinking in and out. Or what's going on with that. Could be an iRacing deal. I'm not too sure. Take a look at Chris Thibodeau there in a 44. Another guy I don't want to sleep on in this heat race. Definitely keep your eyes on Chris Thibodeau in the 44 machine. Kenneth Lodge blinking in and out like crazy. Not too sure what's going on with that, but going into 3 and 4. Spud looking for green flag coming out of turn number 4, and we are racing for heat race number 5.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Green flag waving for heat race number 5. Kenneth Lodge holding off P2 right now. Out of him in the 14. 3 wide down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Here comes Chris Thibodeau on the outside in the 44 machine. He's going to get around the 5 car and looking for P3 now. Thibodeau, like I said, not to force with, man. He's going to force it 3 wide down the backstretch with the 14 car. He's going to still be 3 wide for P3 now. Chris Thibodeau on the outside, looking for 3rd. He's going to get it at the line now. Thibodeau up to 3rd, rolling through the field right now, looking pretty good. Stephen Metcalf, another driver to also keep an eye on. He's been getting into the late models and been getting a little bit better at that, but UMP's maybe not his strongest suit here. We'll find out. Hopefully he can get into tonight's A main, but we'll keep eyes on Chris Thibodeau. Thibodeau looking for P2 now on Kenneth Lodge. He's going to send it to the inside of the 13. Thibodeau to the inside of the 13. He's all over the back end of the 7 as well. Side by side for second. 4 laps to go. Chris Thibodeau looking for P2. He had it for second. He's going to get around now. Kenneth holding him off pretty good. Thibodeau trying to get something rolling now in the late race. The 5 car, Jackie Smith, also on all over the back end of Chris Thibodeau. Chris is going to go back to the top now. Kenneth Lodge still trying everything to get something rolling here as Chris Thibodeau gets a little bit closer into the front stretch. A little bit of contact 2 laps ago. Chris Thibodeau's going to send it side by side into 1 and 2 down the backstretch this time by. No contact being made. Watch a slider here in 3 and 4. He's not going to get it. Pinched down. He's going to stay side by side with him. Still holding off P2. Kenneth holding off P2 right now. Here comes Chris Thibodeau. He's going to go back to the top. Let Kenneth go down to the middle. Maybe hold him up a little bit. Chris going to stay to the top. Kenneth down low. White flag waving for Spud. He's going to win heat race number 5. And Kenneth Lodge will hold off Chris Thibodeau, finishing 2nd. And Chris Thibodeau 3rd, and Jackie in that 4th position. Another great heat race from that guys right there. Those top 4 advance. The rest will go through a consolation here tonight. Here is your B main here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 12 laps, 15 cars on the field. Starting inside row number 1 would be Ryan Walker, and outside of him would be Jensen. Inside of row number 2 would be Jason and Zach. Inside row number 3 would be Kevin and Holden Anderson. Outside of him, inside row number 4 would be Damian and Carson. Inside row number 5 would be Chris Edwards and Stephen Metcalf. Inside row number 6 would be Donnie Thibodeau and Raymond Bell. Inside row number 7 would be Nathan and Fraser Wilshaw on outside. And tagging the end of the field would be John Older. Though that is your B main here tonight. 12 laps of distance. Let's try to find out how many go in from the B main. It looks to be 8. It's taking 8 from the B main. I'm a little bit surprised on that. A lot of cars getting taken to the A out of this one. So right now, Carson is holding off that final transfer spot. Hopefully, a lot of people will make it. Chris Edwards, Stephen Metcalf, Donnie Thibodeau, Raymond, Nathan. Those cars are out on the track. They are sitting out of the block right now. But let's keep our eyes on the 57 here, Jensen and Ryan. These guys are going to go at it pretty good. We'll see what happens here. Ryan's going to have control of this field for the B main. Like I said, 12 laps the distance. Coming into 3 and 4 this time by. Ryan looking for green, and we are racing for your B main.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
B main underway right now. Ryan Walker up to P1. Little bit of company from the 17 of Jason. Jason up to P1 now. A little bit sideways. They're side by side for P1. Ryan gets a little bit crossed over. Jason has P1 so far on the top of the racetrack. Kevin coming through the field as well in the 14. Don't count out Zach. Zach also another guy to keep an eye on. Steven, oh my God, Steven Metcalf up to P5 from the tail end of the field. Right now, he's looking to get himself possibly a B main win here tonight. Right now, sitting in the final transfer spot would be right now in the 35 machine. Chris Edwards right behind him, and Carson and Donnie and Nathan and Raymond. Right now, it's all on eyes on Jason up front towards him. Ryan into the wall, a little bit tight, still pushing up. Kevin and Zach, a couple cars. Metcalf, a little bit of contact there. Ryan falls back to P5. Now back to P6, still contact 3 wide in front of him. Holden right to the inside of Ryan now. More contact if you're holding there. I'll be careful. 7 laps to go. Holding up to 6. Ryan's forcing it 3 wide, side by side with the 57 machine. The 57 and Jason in the wall. He's gonna fall back to P7 now, and they're got a 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Carson Hall looking to get around the 35 here. They're side by side now. 6 laps to go. Come to 5. Carson Hall holding off that final transfer spot, coming into 3 and 4. Does Damian have anything coming out of the bottom of the turn number 4? No, he's not. Give Carson Hall P8 right now. Carson still holding off that final transfer spot. We're coming to 4 laps to go right now. Jason's still up front, not by much. Kevin right behind him. Metcalf in 3rd. Keep our eyes on for P4. A couple cars in the wall. Look like Chris Edwards maybe contact with the wall a little bit. He's going to get some momentum going here to get around the 35 of Damian now. Carson Hall moving through the field, looking for another position possibly. But right now he's looking pretty good in that final spot as the people behind him are racing. 2 laps to go for Jason. Jason's still up front in the 17 machine. Kevin in P2. Zach still in P3. Metcalf side by side action going on. Slider for P3 now. Metcalf in the 707 moving through the field. He's staying to the top of the racetrack. White flag waving for Jason. Jason down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Give Jason your B main here tonight. What a race that was. Let's take a look at your results. Jason taking P1, Kevin, Steven, Zach, Ryan, Holden, Jensen, and Carson. Those 8 will advance into the A main. The rest will have to go home early tonight. Hate to see that. But right now it is time for the warm-up. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. Let these guys do some track prep, get me something to drink, and I'll be right back for your A main starting lineup. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, we have concluded our warm-up session. It is time for tonight's A main. Let's get your starting lineup for you guys. Ooh, looking like 28 drivers on the field for tonight's race. Definitely something that was not supposed to happen. But here we go, guys. Starting in outside of row number 14 would be Carson Hall. Inside of him would be Jessen Prey. On the outside of row number 13 would be Holden Anderson and Ryan Walker on the inside of him. Outside of row number 12 would be Zach and Stephen Metcalf on the inside. Outside row number 11 would be Kevin Ritchie and Jason Stevenson. Number 10 would be Jackie Smith and James Dobb. Outside of row number 9 would be Jeff Stafen and Clint on the inside. Outside of row number 8 would be Devin and Chris Thibodeau on the inside of him. Outside of row number 7 would be Aaron and Jordan on the inside of him. Outside of row number 6 would be Derek and Brandon Jones on the inside. Outside of row number 5 would be Kenneth Lodge and Chase Coupland. And outside of row number 4 would be Stephen Rayfield and Jackson Johnstone. And outside of row number 3 would be Wyatt Walker and Spud on the inside. Outside of row number 2 would be Tobin Keefe and Tyler Jackson on the outside. And your front row looks like this. Starting on the outside of row number 1 would be Jeffrey Watt. And then inside of him would be Tyler Bickford. That is your 28-car field here tonight at Charlotte. So a strong and long field for sure.
Green, green, green.
But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag out for Tyler Bickford out of turn number 4. We are racing here for 30 laps. Side-by-side action. Jeffrey falls back to P3 right now.
Yellow, yellow.
And we already got our first yellow here tonight. Let's take a look and see who it was real quick. Give me a hot second. Let's find out as it's still loading on my end real quick, guys. Alright, so I can turn off the positions. I just need my gain or Rex. If I can find it. I'm not seeing anybody. I'm not seeing where they crashed. I'm not sure where. I got it on, so right now I'm looking for. I'm not seeing nothing so far on my end. So I'm not too sure who that was on. But only lap 1 in the books right now. It's still up front. Tell you what, this is definitely pushing my overlay a little bit because it cannot catch up to these guys. Tell you that, but we're back to green flag action here out of turn number 5. Bickford off to a great start right now. Tyler Bickford sitting P1. Jeffrey takes P2. Right back Tyler Jackson in P3. Tobin in the 16. He's looking to the inside now for P3. He's going to get a little bit tight. Pushes up. Tyler Jackson goes up the track now. Give P3 to Tobin. Cars in the wall towards the back there. Chase Coupland trying to make some ground now. Now 27 cars on the field, and I want to say Stephen Rayfield. I don't even see Stephen Rayfield anymore on my end. Mr. Rayfield not even on the field. I don't even see him. Oh, there he is, 21st. So something must have happened to Stephen Rayfield, as he's all the way back in the 27th. Right now, Jeffrey's still trying to catch up to Tyler, but here comes Tobin in 16. He's rolling the top. He's looking to take P2 away from Jeffrey right now. Spud also moving through the field. Tyler Jackson's going to force it side by side. 25 laps to go, coming to 24. The 70 machine of Spud also in the move. Inside racing with Devin. Devin's in the 70. No. Devin's in the 26. On my end, it's 70. So in the 7 is Spud right there. Spud's going to take it to the inside of the 70. Side by side action going on right now. Bickford still holding off P2. Tobin gets on Jeffrey for P2. Now Jeffrey not giving it up so easily. Jeffrey looking to the inside again. Jeffrey side by side for P2. Give Tobin P2 away from Jeffrey. Jeffrey's going to lose it now. Here comes Tyler Jackson. Jackson's in the mix as well. He's holding the bottom. Bickford still up front leading this race. 22 laps to go already. Jeffrey trying everything in the 66 machine to get up there, but it is too close of racing right now. And Chase on the move as well. We got a car in the field. It looks like to be Brandon Jones. No, we're going to find out. See what happened. Carson Hall brings out our caution here. Take a look here on the replay. Hit tire. Ooh. Infield tire there from... Sorry about that. It's not supposed to be like that. I figured I can rewatch the replay again. Yeah, just hate to see that happen for Carson there. But right now, it's all up front. Bickford still leading this race, looking pretty good. Jeffrey loses 2 spots. He's back to 4th. Nope, in 3rd. Car blinking in and out right now. Should be double file. 11 laps complete. Sorry, 12 laps complete on my end. When we come green here, we're going to be 19 laps to go. Right now, Tyler Bickford still holding off that still holding off P1 to everyone else. Like I said, just too many people on the track. It is freaking out my overlay right now, so it's so hard to get everyone in one spot. But here we go, back to green flag, 19 to go for Tyler Bickford. Jeffrey had a great start. Tobin's going to go right back to the top track. He's going to get around Jeffrey now. Jeffrey feels the pressure from Devin. He's to the inside. Jeffrey's going to give him the room. Here comes Chase as well. Chase in the 1 machine rolling the bottom. Jeffrey gets around Devin again. He's going to stay towards the middle of the racetrack. Tyler sees Tobin rolling on the top of the racetrack. He's going to stay towards the middle though, where he's dominant. Tobin all over the back end of Bickford now, getting closer. Same thing for Devin. Devin also, he's going to switch some lines here, go to the top of the racetrack now, and yellow is out once again. And we're going to find out who it was this time. Not seeing a point on who it was, but we'll see. It's Jensen here in the 57. Keep our eye out. There was an incident point, not seeing where. No, still not seeing it. Okay, the 18 there. Yep, 18 got Yep, broke the front end, so I hate to see that for the 18 machine right there. But it wasn't on Jensen, so that's a good thing. Right now, Tyler Bickford still holding off P1. Still pretty good so far in this race. Like I said, he is one guy to keep your eye on. Tomorrow's a big day. If you watch sports, NFL Draft is live for the first day in Pittsburgh, so can't wait for that. Live for ACC. No, not ACC. American Appalachian Racing League. I'll be live with them tomorrow night as well. I believe 8 o'clock is the start time, so I'll be live at 8 o'clock for that. It's
Hang on,
Pro
we're not
Late
going green.
Models. Pro Late Models. I can't remember what track, but I know it's Pro Late Models fixed. We're not going to go green yet. Going to stay under yellow. Bickford still holding it. Tobin to the outside of him in the 16 machine. In the 3 and 4. Bickford looking for green, and we are racing once again.
Green flag.
Bickford off to a great start. Jeffrey to the bottom inside of Tobin. Now Jeffrey's looking for P2. Here comes
Yellow,
Devin
yellow,
on
yellow.
outside, and yellow again on the field, and not too sure on who this time, so my overlay is not wanting to cooperate with me. I gotta love it. Let's try to find out who's in the pits right now. Wyatt Walker, he's in the pits. Let's see what happened here. Ooh, a couple cars sideways. There's Clint. We'll go on board with Clint here. So Clint in the 79. He's going to go straight to the top. The 5 car. Just wasn't expecting him right there and just kind of spun him. Luckily, no one else got it involved except for the 14 and the 5. So Jackie Smith bringing out the caution here.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
And we are back to green flag action. Bickford still up front. 15 laps to go. Tobin trying to hold off P2. A lot of drivers trying to make some late race moves here tonight. Devin trying to get around Jeffrey still. Jeffrey holding off that 3rd position so far. Here comes Chase in the one car side by side. Tyler Jackson in the 8. He inside of the racetrack around Devin. 3 wide for P4 right now. Jeffrey in the wall. Devin gets hard and hit in the rear end. Chase damage to the front end of the machine. No front end damage though to the wheels, which is good. Tyler Jackson though up to P4 trying to get around Jeffrey here. Jeffrey holding off Tyler now, but Tobin feels the pressure from Jeffrey. He's going to get around Tobin now. Tobin in the wall. Side by side action for P3 now. Tobin falls back 1 spot. Jeffrey back up to 2nd. 3 wide. Tyler Jackson looking for P3. Maybe a little bit of late, some internet connection there. Not too sure what happened. 11 laps to go. Tyler Jackson looking to the inside. He's going to stay side by side with the 16 machine of Tobin. And here comes David. David on the outside. Not David, sorry, Devin. Devin
Yellow
contact
flag
with the 18 still, and yellow is out again. And Rayfield might be involved on this one. Let's see what happened in front of him. We saw a car sideways. Oh, yep, the 13 of Holden gets collected by Jensen there. Just a little bit of contact there. Let's take a closer look here. Holden kind of got sideways going into 3 and 4, and that kind of spun him and nowhere to go for Rayfield, and 18 absolutely breaks the front end there. So hate to see that for Holden and Rayfield. Very fast drivers. I believe that's going to probably end Rayfield's night. Yes, it is. We are going 1 to go this time by. Jeffrey and P2 were under 10 laps to go, so it's going to be single file. Well, we're not under 10 yet, but when we come green, it'll be 9 to go. Bickford still leading the whole field right now. Jeffrey moves up back to second. We are racing once again.
Green's out. Green flag.
Green flag out for Bickford. Off to a great start. 9 laps to go. Jeffrey's going to go straight to the top of the racetrack. Tyler Jackson in the bottom. He's going to stay where he feels comfortable. Here comes Tobin in the 16 machine. He's going to go top side with Jeffrey. Stay right there with him, looking to get P3 back. Tyler Jackson has it at the line right now. He blinks out, but he's back on the track right now. Side-by-side action for P3. 8 laps to go, 7 to go. Tobin making some late race moves here now towards the end. Jeffrey still trying to close in the gap on Bickford, but Jeffrey feels the pressure from Tobin's going to get a little bit closer to Jeffrey. Tobin's going to peek to the inside of Jeffrey now. He's going to check up a little bit. Jeffrey knows he's there. Tyler Jackson and Devin going at it now for P4, sorry.
Yellow flag
And
is out.
yellow is out once again. Not a field of cars you want to see. A lot of cautions going out on the last couple of races here. Let's take a look here. The 7 machine of Spud comes up the track. Yeah, not knowing what he was doing, comes up into the 17. And the 17 comes right back down into Jason, and they just both keep going at it. And Jason in the wall, bringing out those guys. 79, yep. So, a lot of frustration going on between these guys. Not what you want to see for week 1, but, you know, you got to get your errors out of the way. But if I was that, Spud would probably receive the EOL. But I am not in control of this, so I'll let the admins handle that. Bickford still up front, leading this entire race so far. Led almost 30 laps throughout the whole night. When we go green here, we're going to be 5 to go. Jeffrey still holding off P2. Tobin making some late race moves. Probably didn't want to see caution come out. Chase Coupland in the 110 also making some moves. He up to top 5. But here we go, 1 to go this time by, down the backstretch this time. Entering 3 and 4, coming to 5 laps to go. Can Tyler Bickford still hold off for a win here tonight? We're going to find out. We're going back to green.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Bickford dominant throughout the whole race. Jeffrey's going to go back to the top of the racetrack right now. He's going to set his eyes on him, though. 5 laps to go, coming to 4. Jeffrey in the 66 starting to push that machine a little bit harder now to try to get back up there. Tobin to the inside. He's looking for a slider here on P2. Here comes Tobin for P2. Jeffrey right back underneath of him. Side-by-side action down the backstretch. Jeff holding it down low. Slider up into 3 and 4. Tobin's going to carry his momentum, though. Side-by-side coming out of turn number 4. Jeffrey has it at the line. Tobin looking for another slider here in 1 and 2. Jeffrey sees it coming. He's going to get right back underneath of him. Side-by-side, 3 laps to go. 2 laps remaining for Tyler Bickford. Bickford up, guys, side-by-side, battling, throwing sliders on each other like it's nothing, and that's going to help him out a little bit. Tobin gets another slider here. 2 laps to go. Double sticks waving. Jeffrey needs a miracle here in a 3 and 4. Jeffrey's going to stick it down low. Here comes Tyler Jackson side by side with him. White flag waving this time by. Tyler Jackson in the wall from Chase. Chase get a little bit of contact there with him. Jeffrey's going to hold off P3, but coming into turns 1, 3, and 4, checker flag waving. Your week 1 winner goes to Tyler Bickford. Sitting P2 be Tobin and P3 be Jeffrey. But congrats to Tyler Bickford holding off for 30 laps, 30 strong laps here tonight. Great performance by him tonight as well. Take a look at your results here. P1, Tyler Bickford, Tobin second. Third will go to Jeffrey. And the rest will have to go on. That's how the points will end up for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, a little bit of an error. Not how it's supposed to be. Not 28 drivers. So, not too sure what happened with that. But, you know what? We're going to get ready for driver interviews. So, give me a hot second and we'll be ready. And we'll bring Jeffrey in for our first interview here tonight. Alright, there we go. We got Jeffrey in there now, so let me get a hot second real quick and bring him in. Jeffrey, oh, that's pretty awesome. Good to know you got that soundboard on. Alright, Jeffrey, man, take us back throughout the whole race, how you felt, and what you could have possibly done a little bit different to defend that second position.
Man, I don't think I really could have done anything. I don't know. I didn't feel too great all night. I was surprised that I qualified up there like I did and won the heat. And I kind of figured I'd fall back, to be honest, with the feature, and we kind of got to running laps there. And next thing I know, it was like halfway. But yeah, he was definitely faster than me, so I was just trying my best to hold him.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. I mean, you definitely were throughout the field. I don't think anybody had anything for Bickford, though. I mean, Bickford, pretty fast driver, mostly here at Charlotte. But take us back on those last 5 laps there. You think maybe a different lane change or maybe staying off the wall, or like what was going on? Like, was the tires becoming a big problem towards the end of the race as well?
No, I think just me hitting the wall. Honestly, probably if I would have stayed off the wall, I would have probably had a better chance of holding second, the Bicky. But then again, I don't know. He was pretty fast. The only reason why I got around him in the first place is because he hit the wall. So I just couldn't figure it out. Like I could hit it one lap and then I couldn't hit it again for another couple laps.
Oh yeah, 1%, Jeffrey. I mean, you still look pretty good out there, and I'll tell you what, week 1 definitely doesn't disappoint you. Coming P3, so a good night for points for you here tonight. So congrats on that. Before you take off, Jeffrey, anybody on that car you want to thank?
Yeah, Midwest Sim Sports. Like to thank all those guys over there. Definitely for you for broadcasting it, and these guys for putting it on.
All right, well, Jeffrey, like I said, congrats to you on a 3rd place finish here tonight, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Yep, appreciate it.
All right, so I was going to talk to P2, but he is not currently in the interview room, so we're going to bring in our 1st place winner, Tyler Bickford. And I don't know if that's him real quick. Tobin? Is Ford Tobin? We'll bring him in real quick. I'll ask him real quick. Hey, Ford, is your name Tobin on iRacing? Tobin?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, all right. So first things first. Is your actual name Tobin? Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah, you said it correctly. Yeah,
Oh,
Tobin.
okay, perfect. All right,
Yeah.
man. Take us back throughout the whole night, how you felt, and what you could have possibly done a little bit different here to maybe get around Bickford.
Yeah, I mean, my heat race, I felt like it went pretty good. I like that kind of like slider line down in 3 and 4 is working pretty good for me. I found in the feature, as the track started to slick off, I found I just kept on falling off. I don't know if it was my tires or what, but yeah, I think the '07 was just a little bit faster than me, but I mean, still tried to put up a fight, but yeah, it was a pretty good night. I had fun.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was talking to Jeffrey a little bit. You and him were going at it pretty good for the last 5 laps there. Simple mistakes
Yeah.
from Jeffrey and all that. Did you do the same thing throughout the whole race, collecting the wall, making some stupid errors?
Yeah, I don't know what lap it was, but I felt like halfway through I hit that wall. I slid up a little too much and I hit that wall pretty good. And then I don't know if it affected like my car a little bit, but I felt like I hit the wall like 5 times in that race. But yeah, it was the car was like handling all right during the end, but I felt like kind of affected it a little bit or something. I don't know.
Well, hey, I definitely tell you what, definitely doesn't disappoint. You finished second here tonight, so
Yeah,
congrats to you, man. Before you take
yeah,
off,
appreciate it.
anybody on the car you want to thank?
I want to thank Fort Group on my car, my sponsor in real life on my stock car. So I'd like to thank Fort Group professional accountants, and yeah,
All right, well, thank you, Tobin, for coming in, and like I said, congrats on finishing P2 here tonight.
yeah, appreciate it. You have a good night.
All right, let's bring in our P1 winner, Tyler Bickford. Tyler, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, nice performance here by you tonight. You led all 30 laps, man. Take us back to how you got it done here tonight.
Um, just try to be consistent, and smooth, man. I ran up top, hit the wall once, and I said, "This ain't for me. I'm just gonna stick it through the middle in 1 and 2," and luckily it paid off in the long run.
Yeah, 100%. The track definitely was changing up a little bit towards the end. Cautions probably weren't helping you out. You probably wanted to see a lot more green flag action.
Indeed, you always want to see more green flag runs, but racing's racing. Stuff's gonna happen. Everybody's got to race on the same track, so.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, Tyler, I mean, definitely were fast. I mean, you were all over the racetrack. You were on the top, running the middle. Where did you feel more comfortable here tonight?
Um, man, that bottom felt so good there, beginning laps, but it just I knew it wasn't gonna keep up the momentum, so I guess the middle is right there where I found my happy place.
I tell you what, Tyler, I mean, Jeffrey had a shot on you. He definitely was rolling in, but it's just maybe just simple errors that he kept making and maybe let you get away and all that. But hey, congrats, Tyler, on a win, though. Great night for points for sure. So congrats to you on that. Before you take off, Tyler, anybody on that car you want to thank?
I gotta thank everybody at GSRA for putting this on. Always love good UMP league. Gotta thank you for the broadcast, Midwest Sim Sports, Jeffrey Height, Aces and Eights, did my car. I think it looks phenomenal. Everybody else on the deal know who they are.
All right, well, Tyler, like I said, congrats to you on a win here tonight, and congrats on the win here tonight at week 1 at Charlotte. And hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Yes, sir. I'll be here. Have a good one.
You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's going to wrap up tonight's racing deal. I want to thank everyone for coming out here tonight, supporting GSRA. Understand a little bit of hiccups and all that throughout the whole night. Everything will probably be taken care of since it's week 1. But like I said, heads up, I am streaming again tomorrow night. So make sure you guys tune in that as well. Pro late models. So that should be a very interesting night again. Always puts in some good racing. But overall, guys, I'm going to call it a night, go to bed, and hopefully everyone has a good weekend as the week is coming up. Enjoy the NFL draft as it starts tomorrow as well. Have a good night, everyone.
eyes, they were